Okay, so I welcome everyone to today's period and episode. It's just going to be for 1 hour. We're discussing breaking into tech, quick Q&A. My name is Temi Akinwumi. I've been in tech for over 26 years. I'm the CEO of Top Group Technologies, we're an IT company and located in Lago, Maryland. I tend to record these rooms because I use it for mentoring purposes. I mentor like over 1,000 plus engineers right now into tech. And this room is Tech Empower House. So we provide tech programs. If you look under my bio, you see a lot of tech programs that we have provided, support for the community. Majorly this week, I'm going to be talking about breaking into tech. We meet on Sundays, regular time that we always meet is on Sundays at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So you can always come on there as well. So you don't see a lot of, you don't see a lot of moderators with me today because pretty much I'm trying to face the community and help you to break into tech. I know most of you don't have time on weekends. Most of you work on weekends, but you might be free during the weekday to come here. So I welcome everybody, Nathan, Leah, Sharon, Adams, Carlton. Carlton is actually my student. My mentee, welcome. Princess, thank you all for joining. And if you know there's anyone that you think should be here, that's also trying to break into tech, please feel free to add them in. So today we're going to be looking at the challenges that we have when we're trying to get into tech. What are the questions that you're having? You ever have any questions? I'm here to answer the questions and also to discuss with you about free resources that might be out there to guide you. If you look under my bio, you will see that I have a lot of free resources, and I also have a free tech masterclass coming up on June 12th, which is going to be on Saturday, this Saturday at 6 p.m. So also feel free to register for that class. It's a free class, pretty much guiding you to cybersecurity because that's one of my areas. I have bachelor's in computer science, master in cybersecurity, and master in software engineering. So for many years, I've been a software engineer, I've been in cybersecurity, I've been a lead in so many projects for Fortune 500 companies and supported a lot of projects, intelligence projects that I can't even talk about here. Before I started my company 16 years ago, so I have a track record. Look under my bio and so that you know you are here with you, are not wasting your time. So thank you so much for joining. So today we're going to be looking at questions that you might have. So, and then we'll go from there. Some of my mentees, might be joining to also chime in. Just yesterday, that's on Sunday, right? My first student from Clubhouse got a job in tech, and Carlton actually knows that because he's with Carlton class. So got a job in tech, 6-digit job, and she gave her testimony. So if you can follow my YouTube channel, you will see those testimonials and the program we had last night. She gave her testimony how she followed me from Clubhouse and got a job. So it's really good. It's possible just after 4 weeks of class. So I'm here also to help you with that. Also, if you already know what you want to do, and maybe you just need a mentor, or you need to get into cybersecurity or Scrum Master, business analysis, and all the data analysis and so on and so forth. If you already know that you are getting into them, then great. I can talk to you about that. And you can register for my upcoming cybersecurity class coming up on July 3rd. And also, if you are here every day this week, we're going to be here from 12 to 1, just 1 hour. I'm going to be giving you different topics. We're going to discuss about the different tech roles and what it entails. So there's so much we're going to be doing in this 1 hour every week, 12 to 1. So feel free to join us at that time, at this time, every time. So just... 12 to 1
American time, sorry.
You say what?
It's 12 to 1 American time.
Yes, 12 to 1 American time, and it's going to be Eastern time, which is New York time.
Okay.
Yeah, so I know some of you are in different states, right?
So I'm in America.
You're in America, right? Where are you in America? Is it Eastern time?
I'm in Abuja at the moment.
Oh, nice, cool.
And I'm driving, so I can't really engage much, but I would like to engage in.
That's good. That's good.
I'm in Abuja at the moment, so
okay,
so that
cool.
should be Nigerian time.
Yeah, West African time. Yeah. Brida is from India. Brida, welcome. Thanks for joining.
Hi, Temi. Thank you for hosting this and having me here.
Thank you. And Brida actually be asking me to do more classes, now more rooms in the daytime, India time, because she noticed a lot of them. People in India are also interested and they want to come. So I said I'll see what I can do. So here you have it. Hope your friends can join us so we can give back to the community also in India. Thank you.
For sure, for sure. Thank you. I'm just thinking in lots of people.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. So let's get into it. So a lot of people have dreams of changing their career into tech. A lot of people think about pivoting into tech because they're in the other area or just breaking into tech from scratch. But you might think it's impossible. You might think it's unlikely that you spend so many years in other career that are totally different from tech. Maybe you were in construction or medicine or food services or hospitality, healthcare. You might think, I don't know anything about tech. How will I break into something I don't understand? But I'll tell you it's possible. You don't even have to have a college degree to break into tech. You can do it. But it's just that you may not be able to do it alone. You might need a mentor to guide you to break into tech. You understand? So it's very important. Nikita, welcome. I see you coming in. So do you want to come up, Nikita?
Hey, hi, Temi.
Hi, Nikita. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I might not be able to join in for long. I have meetings, but definitely can kind of just support you.
Okay, thank you, Nikita. I'm gonna be here this week for like from 12 to 1 Eastern time this week. So I really appreciate you coming. It's just like a pop-up room, and Virida is here too from India, So I thank you all for supporting. Anita is here. So people can just pop in and let's see how we can help the community, and also to discuss more about my free masterclass that's coming up. People can join into that. They can register. If you are here, try and register. Look under my bio. It's on my ituniversity.com/page. /registration -page. So it's my website for my training program, but I'm providing a free program on Saturday. Feel free to join in. So like I said, so you might be thinking it's very impossible for you to break into tech, but it's very, very possible. So we're going to be looking into how you can break into tech. What are the things you need to consider before you can break into tech? And then we're going to be looking at, maybe you have any questions. Prepare your questions and get ready to come up and ask those questions, because you may be thinking it's 1 hour, but 1 hour will be gone by the time we know, So now I just want to let you know that there are a couple of things you have to learn to get into tech with no experience. So you have to prepare ahead, of breaking into a career industry that you are not familiar with. So some of the things you have to look into is maybe you already know the industry. Maybe you have a hobby, something that even though if you don't, you are sure that you're this kind of person, you have this kind of soft skill that okay, I'm sure that even if I'm not paid, I can do this kind of job. You have a soft skill, you have some skills. We're going to be dissecting that and look what the difference between hard skill and soft skill, even in this one week program that we're going to be having for 1 hour. So that you might have some skills that you already have that you think, I don't have any skill at all. Because you don't have a hard skill doesn't mean you don't have a soft skill. Soft skill like interpersonal skill, like communication, like being organized, being a team player, things like that. We're going to look more into that. So if you know that you're a people person, you like to work with people, then there's some kind of tech roles that you can look into. If you know that you like to do coding and just be by yourself, and you may have to do maybe more of coding instead of doing something that has to do with customer relations. So all those things we're going to look into them. So you have to look at the industry that relate to your, maybe also relate to your current industry. Maybe you are doing anything with healthcare. If you do any, training or any mentorship into healthcare programs, maybe cybersecurity in the area of healthcare or something like that, it might be, you already have the healthcare experience. So that might be useful when you get into tech and things like that. We will look into all of those things. So today I'm just preparing the ground for what we're going to be doing. So spell out your soft skill. Know exactly what soft skill you have, and now that will help you in tech. And also revamp or start your LinkedIn profile. Make sure that your LinkedIn profile fits your new direction. So what direction are you trying to go? Maybe right now you have a LinkedIn profile that is not relating to tech, or it's not ready. You need to build your LinkedIn profile. If you look under my YouTube channel, you'll see where I discuss about LinkedIn, how to create a great LinkedIn profile and stuff like that. So you need to create a LinkedIn profile that is really great. And also, if you are just, maybe you are in college, you don't have any experience, but you have maybe practical, no practical experience, but you have like we've learned it in college. You may have to look for internship programs that's relevant to your experience, So a lot of internship programs are out there. But if you know that you have some skills, but you don't know how to utilize it, you may have to volunteer and do volunteer programs, be a freelancer, start a side gig, and put yourself on Fiverr and some other websites whereby you can just, get your skills started so that you can get requirements from customers and start creating some apps or doing some things that you can showcase under your portfolio, that these are the things you have done with tech. So there are different ways, there are different angles which you can link into. Another thing you can also do is attend a coding bootcamp or a programs that can speed up your transition, which is one of the easiest way. So for example, when you see programs like cybersecurity training, that's not only just training, because you can train anywhere. You can train on Udemy, you can train on so many free programs out there. But when you train, how are you going to get a job? Udemy is not going to be your mentor. Udemy is not going to be your reference. Udemy is not going to do your resume for you. So all these things are what you pay for when you do a program with a person that's ready to be a mentor, that's ready to guide you, give you guidance and all of that. So it's the difference. I've seen tons of people, a lot of people today, even only today, I don't know how many calls I've been on. People calling me or asking me to mentor them, guide them. They've done the training quite already. Some of them even are certified, but they can't get a job. You will not get a job because you don't have somebody that can stand for you. They will have to verify you. They will have to, and I can't verify somebody I don't train. I need to make sure that you know it. So I have to go through all the pain of interviewing you, checking checking on, making sure what have you known. Sometimes I have to put you again into some kind of boot camp. It might not be with everybody, but it might be by the side to see what you have learned. So I can really attest to the fact that you know what you are doing before I can put my name on the line to be your reference, So it's, so those are the things that are out there. So it's okay. You might have done some things before. That's okay because it comes to play. It's not wasted. But we can still utilize that and guide you and support you. If you've already done some training before, that's fine. I can mentor you in the area of being your, mentor you, guide you. That's okay. I do that a lot. Get certification. It's a good news because most of the time, right, when we talk about certification, you don't even have to be certified in some IT domain to get a job. But which ones you don't have to be certified on? So it's only when you get a mentor, you are in these programs that we're able to let you know, okay, for this one, just go and apply. You don't need a certification. Like the lady I told you about, Tolani, She doesn't have a certification yet. She has not done it. I just told her, don't wait. Just go ahead and, and apply. And as soon as she put her resume out like this, I did her resume for her. As soon as she put her resume out like this, they just grabbed her and gave her the job. She's starting today. She's actually going there today. So this is for real. It is for real. I'm not really kidding. So I see Ms. Tooth also joining. So I'll stop right there for a minute. I will allow people on here to introduce themselves. Ms. Tooth is our admin for this room. She's also my mentee for over 5 years. So she's here to support. So I will allow, yeah, well, I'll just probably let us all go around. Nathan, let's see what maybe you need to have a question or you want to support. Then Vilda and Ms. Tooth also will introduce ourselves so we can continue. So Nathan, can you introduce yourself if you can talk where you are?
Yeah, hi. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. Faintly though.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you faintly.
Sorry, I'm driving, so I'll make it really quick. My name is Nathaniel Obaba. In Nigeria at the moment. I'm a legal practitioner, but I'm interested in technology transactions, law, and tech stuff. So I'm in Abuja at the moment. Thank you.
You're welcome. Brida, please introduce yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Jessica. Just a quick background about myself. I'm Houston and RPA developer with Siemens Energy. I also help mentor a little bit around resumes and LinkedIn with Backpack. And I'm here to support. Thank you, Temi.
Thank you, Brida. Thanks for joining. Ms. Tooth, introduce yourself. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me very well, Ms. Temi?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Tutu, and I am a cybersecurity analyst. Well, formally, it's called Information Security Senior Analyst and Information Security Governance, Risk, and Compliance Analyst. And it's all other cybersecurity. I am a mentee under Ms. Temi. So I broke into this tech field a little bit over 5 years ago, and I met Temi, and she was my mentor. She still is currently my mentor, and she helped me to, transition my career, my path into tech. And just make sure that you follow the room, everyone. Make sure you follow her. Make sure you keep her, take a screenshot and take a note of her phone number and reach out to her if you're trying to break into the technical field. This master class is very important. She has a website, My IT University. Make sure you check out the website. Make sure you reach out to her and do a consultation with her. You do not have to be technical to break into cybersecurity, or if you want to be a Scrum Master or business analyst. You do not have to have a technical background. You don't need to code. You don't need to program. You don't need to do none of that. I didn't have any of that in my background. I came from public health, and she successfully helped me transition. And my testimony and my success story is phenomenal. I was able to secure a job, a really high-paying income job. I think by the time I finished taking the second class with her, I was able to take to secure a very well-paying job. And I just want to encourage everyone: this is not a gimmick. This is not a scam. This is an actual certified university accreditation level course that she's teaching you. You're bypassing all the prerequisites, all the English, all the sociology. You're bypassing all of that. She's going to teach you the core of cybersecurity and how to enter into the cybersecurity on the entry level. Really, when you start applying, you can even apply a mid-level based on your education and skills and your soft skills. And she's going to teach you all of that. So I want to encourage everyone to, reach out to her and pay attention to this master class. This is very important, and this is a life-changing. It changed my life, and I'm not lying. I went from making $23 an hour to making over 6 figures. And it's a true testimony. Another lady was here yesterday named Talani. She had the same testimony. Several other students. She's been doing this for over 20 years, really. My name is Tita, and I'm done speaking. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Tutu. So that's very important. I think I saw some people already registered for the master class. So Sharon, thank you. I saw your registration. So whoever is interested in being in the master class is free. Go ahead and click under my bio. It's on my IT University. Take a look at my IT University. We're gonna be having a lot of free programs on there as well. So you can look at it. And also on the YouTube, make sure you follow me on YouTube, because on YouTube we have a lot of free resources that we already made, and we have it there that will guide you. Everything is around career. Even this video is going to go on YouTube because, like I told you, we always like to use it for mentorship. So feel free to follow us on there. It's very important that you follow us. So you on there, you see things like you know, everything we've done on Clubhouse is there, like resume, like interview, what different types of interview, and how you have to tackle them, like the different IT skills and what they are, like your LinkedIn profile, things like that. There's a lot on there. And even job search. We've been doing job search for the past like 2 weeks now. And we've done one for how to search for job during COVID, things like that. So make sure you are you check that out. Now, Sarah, I see that you're trying to come up, so I'm trying to bring you up. So let's see what we can do with that. Sarah, welcome. Do you have any question for us? I want to chime in.
Hi, good afternoon, Temi. I would like to transition as well into tech. I'm actually in aviation, and there's a lot of tech roles in aviation, of course. So I'm just listening for now. I went on your website. My question is, will you be exploring multiple types of tech roles besides cybersecurity, and probably besides data analysts? Like, I would like to learn more about UX/UI, because I know that's there's a ton of jobs out for that. It lets you be creative and stuff like that. So will you be doing master classes for that, or having people on stage from said fields as well? That's my question.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, we'll be discussing about the different, what it entails. That I think you see on Wednesday. I have it on the schedule, 12 to 1 on Wednesday. We'll look at the different different roles and see what you need to get into them. Even on YouTube, if you look under my YouTube channel, you might see I have 2 series there. One is tech roles decoded 1 and 2. So if you listen to those, you'll be able to see when we discuss the different tech roles and the skills you need to get into them. So it's also there on my YouTube channel. So that's great. But this week also, we're going to be discussing that. And because if you like UX, UI sounds great, but are you ready for it? So that's why, because I was a software engineer for like a lot of years. That's my first career. Later, I pivoted into cybersecurity because there's a lot to learn with UX UI designs and coding, scripting, back end, front end to get all your stuff working. So that's the only thing about that. But hey, you can get into it. That's fine. So I just noticed that there's some easier route to get in. One of the easier routes is cybersecurity. Another easier route is Scrum Master, business analysis, things like that. For especially people that don't have any tech background, because you're still gonna get paid the same. Then if you get in, you can now decide to change it to other areas. So that's just a shortcut way. But you can do it whatever you love to do. You are welcome to. So that's just how it is. Yeah, Leah, I invite you to speak. Leah, welcome, Leah. Nice to see you again.
Hi.
Hi.
My question is, do you have to be 18 to get started?
To be 18? Is that what you said?
Yes. Do you have to be 18?
No, you don't have to be 18. Why? Because even though if you can't work yet, I always encourage the kids to start. As soon as maybe they're, what age are you looking at?
He's 17 now, and he'll be 18 in November. And I did want him to start his senior year, just so when he graduates, he will be able to apply for a job, and I don't know, possibly pay his way through school.
Exactly.
So my question is, where would he start with your courses?
Okay, so with my course, we will have to do Security Plus and the cybersecurity. I'm sure it's US citizen, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he has to do the cybersecurity, the Security Plus and cybersecurity. Security Plus is the foundation, is a gateway to tech, period, to tech. So you will have to do that, the Security Plus and the cybersecurity, and that'll be good. That'll be good enough. Okay, so that'll be good enough for him to get started. And I'm gonna do his resume, mentor him. So we get him started, prep him, so that by the time he's 18, he will be ready for it. So it's good to get them started, because right now they're always on the computer doing one thing or the other. Anyway, so I've done a lot of, I have some students that are 18-year-old. Some people finish from high school and they work and get a job. Some people just get into college and they got a job and they pay for their own school. Some people said, okay, when I finish this, I'm going to go to law school. They're paying it for it themselves. And they live in their parents' house or have their own home or wherever. So it's the best thing for us to do for them, the kids, is to prep them. Let them get started, and hey, that's a good thing. So
thank you.
Yes, ma'am, you're welcome. You can DM me and we can discuss more about that, and I'll give you information how you can get in. Miss Leah. Okay. So any other questions as we go, as we continue? Make sure you follow the moderators, the room, so that you can remember the notification whenever we are here. At least this week I'll be here every day from 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern time. Any other questions? Anybody on the audience want to chime in? Virida, you want to say something? Rida, are you here? Miss Toots, want to add anything to it? Any tips?
Yes, the app is glitching for me. I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, perfect. So I would just like to say that as a closing statement for people who want to break into tech, I think firstly, definitely take advice from Temi if you're going for the specific careers that she is in, and otherwise also she can help you with resumes. Even Funpack can help you with that, but Temi is doing a great job on her YouTube channel. Do check it out. And I personally requested her to do these rooms in the Indian time zone, so people from India can also attend. But apparently, a few of my friends did not chime in today. Hopefully, they will tomorrow. Temi, thank you so much for listening to me and hosting this right now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rida. Yeah. So these programs will include, like, not only training, like I said, we'll do resumes, we do projects. So the way I set my classes up is that we'll always meet and discuss introduction. I'm always like your best cheerleader. I'm the one that will push you, encourage you, and all of that. If you go on my website, my ituniversity.com, you look at the intro video, you will see Miss Toots there. She'll tell you a lot about what we do, because we have the video, and then she has a testimonial. And go to the testimonial page. You go to the testimonial page, you see a lot of students I've mentored there. You see all their testimonies there as well. So age is not a barrier in tech. So that's one of the things I want you to know. Age is not a barrier. So you can be older, you can be younger. I have people that are 60, 70 years old that are working in tech. Age is actually an advantage. If you are older, then when they hire you, they know you're not going to be jumping around. You sit down and do their job. So it's not you can have retired from somewhere, and then you now decide to pivot into tech because you love tech and someone trained you very well, and you know what you are saying, you are doing, and mentor you, and you are in the community, then you do well in tech. That's all you need. You need the mentor, you need a coach, which I'm going to be to you if you are in my classes. So that's very important. So we always do, like we have the group, the class program, we go over it, everything is recorded. So it's recorded, and then you're going to be part of the community where you can review what the class video again anytime you want. You have access to it. It's a lifetime access to those videos. Then each of the groups, I have my students are divided into groups, and the groups get to meet once a week. They meet once a week and discuss the class content. So after their meetings, after watching the video and discussing their meetings, they can come back to class. We only have class once a week, on Saturday or whichever day we decided. It's once a week based on the syllabus. So we meet and discuss what they have done in their, if they have any questions, any, discussions that there is not really going anywhere for them, we discuss it in the class. We review it before we go to the next. And I always do a test for them. I test them to see which areas they are lacking or which area they're not looking into. So I can guide them to start looking into those areas. So we do this a lot. We go back and forth like that. And then after they finish everything, there's a project. There's a hands-on project where they have to do as a group project. So there's no point in time where you are by yourself and you don't know what you're doing and you're confused. No. And our classes are very affordable. I don't charge your arms and your feet. No, it's very affordable. And you can do install payment plan as well. It's flexible with that. And then we just go from there. And it's been stories upon story of success stories. And I don't throw my student out. As soon as you finish, you are in the community, I guide you and support you. You come back, you can anytime, any day. I'm still gonna pick your calls any day. Some people call me at 9 p.m. I'll be like, seriously, but what? I might text you and said, okay, what do you need? Or so I'm always there for them. Always, like literally always there for them. Some people have talked to them midnight. I will like, Mr. I don't expect you to pick up. Well, you call me, I don't know what's happening to you. You may have an interview tomorrow morning and you need to be there. So I don't know. So I have to pick up. So that's how committed I am towards my students and to my mentees. It's very important that you know that. So think about this. If you don't have the hard skill, get the hard skills. It's not only the soft skills. The hard skill will go a long way to help you, to prep you, so that you are ready for the job. Like I said, certification is not always required. I will also guide you into letting you know, okay, what certification is okay. You can have this kind of certification. You don't need a certification yet. I will also guide into that. Any other question from the audience before I continue? I know you have a question. Come up and ask your question. Don't just, yeah, thank you. Come up with your question. And let's see. NSA, is it Unsa or Nisa? Nisa, I'm trying to bring you up. Let's see if we can do it. Yes. Hi, welcome. Is it Nisa?
It's Unsa.
Unsa, welcome, Unsa.
Good morning. Well, it's morning here. I'm in Dallas, Texas. My name is Unsa, and I'm hoping to connect with you offline later, sometime this week. I stumbled upon a room that you moderated yesterday, and I sent you a message. I'm currently in transition, and I'm having a little imposter syndrome trying to get back in the workforce. So I'm glad I found you, and I'm looking for anyone else who is in the room. I would appreciate some tips for jumping back into the workforce.
Okay.
My name is Unsa, and I'm done speaking.
Okay, Unsa, thank you. Which area are you trying to jump back into?
So I've literally done everything. I started tech support. I've been a database administrator for a few years, and then lastly, I've been a project manager / Scrum Master, product owner. I took 2 years off work to care for my mom, And now that she's better, I'm looking to get back into the workforce.
Very good, very good. So that's good. So what you have to do, make sure did you follow me on LinkedIn or Instagram?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, make sure you follow me on LinkedIn because LinkedIn.
I followed you everywhere last year.
All right, great. You know, the reason why I said that is because I don't want to make sure I have know where exactly where to find you. It's not that difficult. It's just that you need a guide because you have a gap in employment, and I need to be able to support you in that area. If I don't support you in the area of your gap, you can't get a job because they believe why do you have this kind of gap. How many years were you away?
2.
Okay. I have a lady that was away for some time. Okay. She got a job last week. If you look in I'm not going to say her name or anything, but you see some of the old ladies that look older if you go on my website, she's one of them. She's gonna be almost 60. She was gone and she has bad credit, but she got a job as a tech lead. She's starting this week. Okay. So I'm gonna guide you into that and I'm gonna help you. And you're gonna come back here to give that testimony. I hope people will note.
I definitely will. I'm looking forward to that. Thank you, Ms. Temi. We'll talk offline.
Yeah, we'll talk offline. So I'll guide you what you have to do and all that. So I thank my student for joining, Carlton, Teresa, and the other my students that are here. Thank you for taking out time out of your schedule to be here. Yeah, so it's very important. If you have any question, come up and ask your questions. Don't just sit there. Rita, you have a question? I see you.
I don't have a question, Temi, but can I just say something regarding breaking into tech?
Please, go ahead. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Guys, like I said, I'm a process automation developer, and the tool I use is called UiPath, which is pretty easy to learn and one of very blooming fields within tech. So anybody who wants any, starting off guidance for this can reach out to me. All my social handles are there in my bio or connected to my profile. So it's pretty easy to learn to get started with this tool, and it's a very, very blooming technology. That's all. I'm Brinda, I'm done speaking. Thank you, Temi.
What did you say the name of the tool is again for them?
I'm sorry?
You said the tool is called what?
It's truly easy to start learning this technology. It's a low-code platform, so it's easy and it's very user-friendly. Anybody who is not from tech background can very easily learn it. It just would take you, let's say, 2 weeks to actually be good enough to start creating your own workflows and working with it. And it's a very blooming technology. It's pretty new in the market, and there is a very wide demand for such developers. So if you learn this technology, it might be another way for you to break into tech if you're interested in automation at all.
Okay, that's very good. That's very good. So I want to ask here, how many people have tech background already here, but they can't get a job? Raise your hand. If you have a tech background already, maybe you've done the training, but you can't get a job. Only one person? I only see one person. Okay. So it's only one person that already have a tech background and can't get a job. Okay, I'll bring him up. So may I have a question? Okay, so Sharon as well. Okay, so let's see, what background do you have and what are the problems you think you're having?
Hi, Temi. So my background is my master's program. It's actually an 11-month program that I started last year. And so I'll be graduating this July. And I think just I've been having issues getting the interviews. As much as I have an AWS cloud practitioner certification, I think because most of the jobs I've been seeing are like different years of experience. And so I've just been having an issue with getting those interviews.
Okay, so your master's in what? What do you have master's in?
It's in information and communication science.
Okay, did you do anything relating to tech? What kind of things do you do?
Yeah, so I did networking basics from or introduction from Cisco. I also did the AWS cloud practitioner content and certification. Right now, I'm taking cybersecurity and learning that through Palo Alto as well.
Okay, make sure you reach out to me on LinkedIn, and
yes,
and say all of these things so that we'll be able to go from there. I may have to mentor you in certain areas because it's not only about, like I said, being an adjunct professor at three universities right now. It's not only about you having those SATs. It's more about somebody also that will guide you and help you. So that's very important. Make sure you reach out to me so we can discuss offline. I'll give you in details what you need to do.
Okay, yeah, I'll follow up. I just sent you a request on LinkedIn.
Okay, that's good. I'll look that for you. Okay, and I see that you already registered for the master class as well, the free master class.
Yeah, on Saturday, yes.
Okay, so we'll also see on Saturday as well. It's on Zoom. So I hope people that are interested can also register for the master class. It's free, and we can discuss more for 1 hour, and it's gonna give you information into cybersecurity risk management. What are the things you need to know, and things like that. And that will also be a time of meeting you one-on-one and being in a group and discussing further. So make sure you register for it. It's 6 p.m. Eastern time on Saturdays, June 12th. Yeah, so thank you. So we have, is it Unyim? Noyim? Oh, I don't know. Sorry.
It's no problem. Thank you, Miss Temi. It's Naeem.
Naeem. Okay. So I told you I'm not good with names.
No, it's not a problem at all.
Okay. Welcome.
I would say my tech background that I've learned is by software engineering bootcamp.
Okay. So software engineering bootcamp. What did you learn in the software engineering in the bootcamp?
So in the bootcamp, I learned overall like front end and back end, so full stack development. So I would say like the MERN stack, JavaScript, React, MongoDB Express, Node.js, Ruby on Rails, a little bit of Python, and then NoSQL and Postgres SQL as well.
How long did it take you for the boot camp?
It was only like a 3-month boot camp.
And you learned all of that?
So I would say I learned it, but I'm not like amazing like I feel like I should be. But I don't know if that's just a hint of imposter syndrome sneaking in on me.
Did you create any project with them?
Yes, I created about 3 projects with them, and then I created like 2 on my own.
Okay, are they on your LinkedIn profile?
I have 3 of them on my LinkedIn profile, and then I have 1 on my portfolio.
Okay, you give me a link to them. I want to see what you did with it, because 3 months is, I mean, just an introduction to it. So that's the thing, right? I always tell everybody, if you go for any training, it's just getting your appetite wet. You still have work to do on your own to absorb it and to work on them and see, it's just a starting point. You always, when you're on any bootcamp is like 70% or 60%. The other 40% is making sure you have a project that you worked on. Maybe they give you a project, or if not, you need to create your own project. You need to be hands-on. And that's what I give to my students, hands-on. I know it sounds cute to be into UX UI, but there's a lot of work there because first of all, I started off as a computer science major, and then I had master in software engineering. I've been doing coding and scripting all my life before I pivot into cybersecurity. So I know it's not easy animal to tame if you are doing anything with front end, back end. It's a lot of work. So that's why I said, how many months did you use to learn all of that? But it's not that it's impossible. You just have to be able to be committed towards it and put a lot of time into it so that you can master it, because most companies don't want to babysit anybody. They want somebody that can hit the ground running. And if you're gonna do that, there's some work to be done. So you send me a link to it. I know you're on, I know I always see you on LinkedIn. So send me a link to your project. I want to see what you have, and then we can go from there.
Okay, that sounds great. And also I had another question.
Mm-hmm.
So the biggest thing that like since I completed the boot camp that I'm going through is I can't tell if I should try to create more projects, spruce up my projects, or actually just take on like attempt to learn a new language in addition to my projects, like another framework to add on because I feel like the job market's so hard to navigate. It's like I don't know which direction to spend my time in, and I think that's the toughest part for me.
Yeah, I think you should learn a language. Like I was saying yesterday in the club, as I said, if you are doing US UI and all of that's a lot of work, but you have to have a language. You need to know like C#. C# is what I would recommend. I know you've done React, so you know about JavaScript. But if you know how to do C#, because a lot of people are using .NET technology. I know some people are doing Java. But if you can learn C#, C# is a good one to have under your belt. Because with .NET, you have C#, you have J#, you have VB, Visual Basic, but C# is always the go-to. Especially when you're trying to get into the government agencies like DoD. A lot of them use C# a lot. So I know you already know JavaScript, so you kind of object-oriented, Java or C#. C# is always the preference.
If I may ask a segue, I guess a question from there, is C# the one that overall navigates into, is that the more so the gaming route or the AI technology route?
They use C# for a lot of things. Okay. It starts with C, C++, and C#. So C# it comes on the .NET technology. Do you know anything about .NET?
No, ma'am.
So that's one of the very popular ones. .NET is by Microsoft. It's a framework, and they use it for doing development. React.js, AngularJS, they came after, but .NET is still very strong. So you can't just be doing front end. They use C# for so many things, including the middleware, the logic. Like when you create, I don't want to take this off course and to go too technical, okay? But I just want to try to answer your question. It might be useful to some people that are asking about UX UI. So when you do the front end, right? The front end, you use all your React.js, you do all your JavaScript. The back end, you do MongoDB or maybe Progress or SQL or Oracle. The middle layer where you do all the logic, sometimes you take it off of the front end into the middle layer, you start using C#. You start using Visual Basic, or you want to use C# or Java or wherever, depending on the technology or the framework that you use to build your project, you understand? So it's always good to know some of those languages. C# is common because it's object-oriented and that's how everything is. So you see a lot of machine learning, all this new algorithm, a lot of people build things off of C#. And also some people do Python. You say you did Ruby on Rails. That's okay. But most projects don't use that much. In all of my, my career, I only saw one project that used Ruby on Rails and it's very old that we support. So most of the time we just use C# or Java. And React.js is more front end thing, or AngularJS, they're all JavaScript. We use those more for front end. But you can also, do your study and just ask, do some survey and ask around, do you think I should do this? Just to find out more. But that's what I would say.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? We have 8 minutes to go as we round up. Okay. Lynette. I'm trying to bring you up to ask your question. Hello, Lynette.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm sorry, it's morning for me, afternoon for you. Good morning.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Hello everyone. I am a mortgage loan officer and I've been in sales for about 15 years and I'm actually burnt out with sales and I'm looking to get into a career in which I can work remotely because I have a mother that I have to take care of that is, that has developed a heart condition. So I need something in which I can work remotely. And also, like I said earlier, I'm ready for a career change. So what would you recommend for someone in my position that has work experience, sales experience? I also have a degree in business management. However, I have no IT experience. So for a person like me, what would you recommend in regards to starting out an IT career?
Okay, thank you for your question. What do you think you like to do?
Security Plus is what I'm looking to do, but I don't know if I need to, start with A Plus or Network Plus, but I definitely want to get into cybersecurity.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Security Plus is the gateway to get in, but you will need to add into that. If you like to do more like paperwork, you don't want to go too technical, then you would do the risk management class. Like I'm having a free master class about that on Saturday. So you may want to register for that so that you see what it is. In that master class for 1 hour, I will take you all through what is cybersecurity and what are the things we look into. We'll look into things like the CIA triad, confidentiality, integrity, availability. We will look into different kind of classification of data, secret data, top secret data, the different kind of data classification, system development life cycle. We look into so many things about cybersecurity. So you want to be in those classes because in that it's a free master class. So look under my bio and make sure you register for it so that we can discuss further from there. But definitely I'm willing to help you get into tech. Keep you into tech.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. And even have some of my students here. We have Carlton, we have Teresa. They are all my students. they are actually their friend just got a job, so I'm working on them too. So they'll be the next people to come on here to get a job. I made them on Clubhouse. They're already in my classes, and we're working on resumes now and pushing them out. Teresa, I got your resume, so I'm working on it. So I'll be giving you feedback on that offline.
You forgot about me, your forever student.
Of course, my forever student.
I'm already in the digital transformation software tech company, and I've had several jobs in tech, since I met Miss Temi, and I'm still taking her courses. So I can never stop learning. And so I just joined her Microsoft Azure SQL data course right now, and I'm in the class now. Next, 12 weeks. We've already done I think 5 weeks already. So yeah, you never stop learning. And there's so many certifications out there. You don't have to get all of them, but it's always good to, learn things so that you can use that in your, to enhance your skills, get promotions at work, whatnot.
Yeah. Yes, thank you for saying that. You don't need like Lynette. It's good that she came here because she will have been confused, right? Some people will do A plus, then they will do network plus, then they will do security plus, and then they can't get any job with it except for FDX support that pays you like $10 an hour. Oh, so why you waste your time? So it's always good to ask, and which she did. So now she's gonna start with security plus and do like risk management, cybersecurity risk management, and that's it. You should get a job with that. With mentorship. So Lynette, make sure you follow me on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is better, or also on Instagram, but LinkedIn, both of them. So I'll be able to guide you what to do and try and register for the masterclass. If you have time, 6 p.m. on Eastern time on Saturday. I'll take you all through the process and all that. And
yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you.
You're welcome. Yeah. Any other questions? We have 3 minutes to round up. I see C2M. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you. Always here to support me. I know you probably don't have time to come up because you're at work, but it's always here to help me. Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate you a lot. Weiju, thank you. It's nice to see your face again. And Kelsey, thank you so much for staying here again. Thank you for joining us. So throughout this week, I'll be here discussing about breaking into tech from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern time. So just 1 hour. I'll be here all this week. and also discussing about my free masterclass coming up on how to, because people are so confused about to break into tech, they don't know what to do. So I'll be giving them free programs on June 12th from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And also, like I mentioned, my next cybersecurity program is coming up on July 3rd. So feel free, if you already know you are sure what you want to do, you can just, let me know. I'll register you for that. So that's that. Any other questions? We're about to round up. We have 2 minutes to close down. Okay, so Tutu, I'll start with you. Yeah, I'll just let you to say a word of encouragement for people that are trying to break into tech, and then we'll close the room. 2 minutes. Tutu, are you able to talk? Okay. So you guys, make sure you follow the room. Make sure so that you can get notification. Throughout this week, we're gonna be doing so much. Throughout this week, tomorrow we'll be here. Wednesday, we're gonna be here throughout this week. So make sure you follow the room. Be right here on time so we can answer your questions. We're gonna be doing a lot. I have them all here. And also follow my YouTube channel. Look at all of those videos. It's there for you. Even this one's gonna go on YouTube because I record on my YouTube, like I mentioned when we started, because it's for mentorship. I put it out so that you guys can listen to it over and over again. And connect with me on LinkedIn and on Instagram, and make sure you put on there what we discussed so that I'll be able to know how to guide you for that. And if you have any family member or kids that are trying to get into tech, make sure they contact me, your friends and family, so that we can also help them to get into tech. And the last thing I want to say is that during this summer, I'm partnering with Microsoft to provide free STEM club for the children. I do have a STEM club every year. So for 1 week, leadership STEM club where they will do coding. Most of them play Roblox, most of them play all these games. They can create their own games, their own apps. It's free. We always have all of this program for them. Leadership, skills, soft skills, people skills, cybersecurity. Introduce it to them early. So make sure that you register for those programs. It's very important. You can look under my link tree. My link tree is here too, so that you can register your kids for those programs. And I think I said you should send a request to info@topgrouptech.com. info@topgrouptech.com. If you send an email to me there, I'll be able to send you all the package for that so that your kids can get registered for free for the Microsoft program. It's from 7 to 16, 7-year-old to 16-year-old, elementary school, middle school, and middle school and some high school, so that we can get them started in tech. We don't want them to go through the process of trying to define their career. They are not sure. Some of them, you see them going to college and they will tell you, I don't know what I want to do. What do you mean by I don't know what I want to do? So when you introduce them early, they now decide, okay, I want to do this or that. So make sure you spread the word to your family. So I thank you all for joining me today. I really appreciate you all. And I'll close down the room now. I'll see you again tomorrow. Break into tech. It's possible. There's work to be done, and I'm ready to support you. Thank you for your time, and you all have a wonderful evening. Thanks for joining. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody.